So, you're interested in a tech career, and you've definitely heard these two titles thrown around: AI engineer and machine learning engineer. They sound kind of the same, right? Well, it turns out their roles are surprisingly different. In this explainer, we're going to break down what each one really does day to day and help you figure out which path might be the absolute perfect fit for you. And let's just tackle the big question right off the bat. A lot of people hear these titles and think, yeah, that's just two names for the same job. And, while it's true they both live in the amazing world of artificial intelligence, their day-to-day reality, it couldn't be more distinct. I mean, their daily tasks, the tools they're using, and the things they actually create at the end of the day are just fundamentally different. You could almost think of it like this. They're in the same universe, for sure, but they are operating on totally different planets. And hey, if you're planning a career in this field, getting this distinction right isn't just helpful. It's absolutely critical. This is the key to picking a path that you'll not only succeed in, but one you'll actually love doing. Okay, to make this difference perfectly clear, let's use a simple analogy. Just imagine for a second that we're building a house. So, on one side, you've got the materials scientist. This person is completely obsessed with creating the perfect raw materials. They're in the lab, engineering the strongest possible bricks, formulating the most durable cement. Then, on the other side, you have the architect. The architect takes those amazing materials and actually designs and builds a functional house that people can live in. The machine learning engineer? That's our material scientist. Their entire world revolves around creating and training those foundational AI models. They live and breathe data, algorithms, and high-level math, always refining their materials to be as accurate and efficient as humanly possible. And this brings us perfectly to the AI engineer. You guessed it, they're the architect. They take the incredibly powerful, pre-trained models that the ML engineers built, and they use them to construct real-world applications. They built the finished products that you and I actually get to interact with every single day. So what does a day in the life of our scientist, the machine learning engineer, really look like? Let's take a peek. Well, their process is this meticulous scientific journey. They spend a huge amount of time just cleaning and organizing data. Then they have to select the perfect mathematical algorithm for the job. After that, it's the long process of training the model and then endlessly fine-tuning it, just tweaking these tiny little settings to squeeze out every last drop of accuracy. So yeah, this path is definitely for the person who loves the deep dive. If you are passionate about research and statistics, if you actually enjoy that patient process of experimenting just to perfect a single problem, and if you really want to understand how AI thinks on a deep mathematical level, then you might be a natural-born ML engineer. Okay, now let's switch gears and walk a day in the shoes of our architect, the AI engineer. What's their blueprint look like? This role has absolutely exploded in popularity recently, and for a good reason. We now have these incredibly powerful existing models like GPT-4 or Gemini that are widely available. So AI engineers generally don't build these models from scratch. Instead, they build really cool, innovative software applications around them. Their workflow is all about application. They use things called APIs, which are basically just messengers that let different programs talk to each other to connect their software to the AI model. They're writing the code for the user interface, they're integrating the AI with other systems, and they become masters of prompt engineering, which is really just the art of learning how to talk to an AI to get the absolute best results. This path is for the builder. If you got a thrill from actually creating apps and websites, and you prefer the world of software engineering to super deep mathematical research, this is for you. The whole goal here is to create products that solve problems for lots of users and to do it fast. If that sounds exciting, the AI engineer role is probably calling your name. All right, we've explored both worlds. Now let's put them side by side for the ultimate head-to-head comparison. You can see it clearly here. The ML engineer's focus is research and model development. That demands high-level math and tools like TensorFlow or PyTorch, which are essentially libraries for building AI from the ground up. The AI engineer, on the other hand, is all about building apps. They're using tools like LangChain to connect to models that already exist. Now, it's worth saying these lines are blurring more and more, but the core focus usually lands on one side or the other. So, with all this laid out, the big question is still there. Which path is the right one for you? Are you the scientist or are you the architect? Well, here's the great news. You really can't make a bad choice here. Both of these roles are in unbelievably high demand and offer just fantastic career opportunities. So let's do a quick final recap to help you decide. Okay, you should aim for the machine learning engineer role if you are the deep thinker. Are you genuinely passionate about math and stats? Do you love that meticulous process of research and experimentation? If you're fascinated by the deep underlying mechanics of how AI actually works, this is your path. And you should aim to become an AI engineer if you are the practical builder. Do you get excited about creating real, tangible applications and websites? Do you want to see fast results and solve immediate problems for users? If you prefer that creative, fast-paced world of software engineering, then this is absolutely where you belong. So in the end, it really comes down to what drives you. Is it the thrill of scientific discovery? Or is it the satisfaction of building something that millions of people can use? The scientist or the architect? The choice is yours.